Hi guys, welcome back to Married School of Love. And on this episode, we'll be talking about how to avoid getting your heart broken before you get into a committed relationship. Of course, this talks about that stage where you're getting to know someone before you even define what you guys are. And if this is your first time on Married School of Love, my name is Neo Tembanjao.
And my name is Masentle Anida Chauke.
Yes, so without any further delay, let's get to our first point. Our first point is define the deadline, or how long you guys will be going out on dates and getting to know each other before you even call each other an item, before you guys call yourself a couple, before you guys define what you guys are. Because this stage is very necessary. This is where you collect information. This is where you're able to tick on your checklist to say, does this person tick the right boxes? Or is there something that's a deal breaker? If a person shows interest in you and asks you out on a date, then now you agree. Then this is the stage that we're defining, we're talking about, where now you start talking to each other, you start going out on dates, you start spending time, phone calls at night and all of that. So the first thing that you need to avoid in order for you to get heartbroken is that define the deadline.
And y'all be getting to know each other like for 5 years, and before you know it, you hear that a person is getting married and you guys were getting to know each other and it results in heartbreak. So define at least for how long are you guys going to get to know each other.
The other disadvantage is that you idle in to the relationship without even knowing that you're in a relationship. And before you know it, the other person thinks we are in a relationship. And you think, no, this data collection is just too long. So it's important for both of you to be on the same page and communicate your expectations and your deadline.
And the second point is be exclusive. When we were talking about this, we actually had a mini argument because he was saying that, you were saying that you can get to know two people because you're not cheating, because you're basically not in a relationship. And I was saying, and I think I won.
No, she did convince me. She had a point.
Because what I was saying, guys, is you're not cheating if you're getting to know two people at the same time. But the truth is, you're not giving one person a fair chance to get to know them properly. Because if you get to know them at the same time, that's where cheating now comes into place, even when you enter into a relationship, because you try to match the qualities of the two people and think maybe I can kind of date them at the same time. So give one person a chance, focus on that one person, go on dates with that one person. And I know, as a lady, for one, if I ask you, are you getting to know, is there someone else that you're trying to get to know? And if you say yes, then I already doubt myself. I'm like, oh, okay, I already doubt you as well.
She convinced me, because initially I thought it's okay to get to know because you're not dating. And let me be honest, it's easier said than done that you can collect data from two people and remain objective about them. Understand? But it's not, honestly, it's not. My wife convinced me that it's some form of cheating. It's a fundamental of cheating. It becomes a foundation of cheating. If you can do that in the data collection stage, you can eventually do that when you guys are dating. So no, you need to give one person attention. And another point that may convince me is when she said that you are most likely to mix and compare the two people in your data. So it's very important that you give one person focus, you give one person that chance and get to know them. It means 100%. All that time will be spent, focusing on this one person, trying to find out more about this person. And that's when you can eventually say she's the one, because you were looking at one person. And our third point is clearly communicate your intentions. It's important that intentions are communicated in this stage, and what you intend to do or what you want with this person. Understand?
Because some people be like, I'm just having fun, and some people are truly looking for a partner, for a partner in life. So, and I think the most difficult thing is we have different kind of Christians. There's lukewarm Christians, people that are on fire for God and truly love God. So you need to ask a person, what are you doing with me? Because you find that a person is a Christian and you're trusting that maybe they're good for you, but they have different intentions. They just want to have
Yeah.
fun. So you need to clearly ask the awkward questions. I say I am awkward, so it's easy for me to just ask the awkward questions and say, like, I would ask guys and say, like, what kind of relationship do you have with God? What kind of relationship do you want to have with me? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, in the most awkward moments, like, and I think that really helped me to avoid a lot of heartbreaks, because sometimes you're serious with a person and when they're not.
Of course, because like, let us be honest, as much as you collecting data, let's say from a Christian man, because of course this is what we're talking about, dating in the kingdom of God, of course. And the thing is, sometimes, honestly, it's not everybody who looks on fire for God who is really on fire for God. And other people do love God, you know, they're purely serving in the church and all of that. But their lust issues are not dealt with, or lust still has a hold on them, you know, and they just still want to play around. They're not ready to commit, you know, but they're still looking at sister and be like, whoo, bless me, Lord. If I were to lay my hands on that sister, I would pray for her, you know, and stuff. But it's important that you communicate your intentions, both of you. You need to sit down and talk about it, that, look, I date intentionally, you know. I believe every dating should be intentional, that I date intentionally.
Intentional to marriage.
Of course. So we date for marriage. So it's important that people understand that. Because if you don't date for marriage, then it means that you easily taken advantage of. You easily, you know, like the guy can reap benefits of a marriage even without the commitment of a marriage. And before you know it, when they're ready to marry, it's easy for them to walk away from you because they have heard you, you know, and walk away to someone new, someone interesting. Yeah. So our fourth point is, don't rush the benefits. I can't stress enough, don't rush the benefits, because this distort the process of collecting data and people become attached. And before you know it, there is no need to literally try filter things and find out if this person is suitable for you, you know, and stuff. I've been, unfortunately, in a situation where I was collecting data, and you look, the person was a great person, woman of God, and we shared so much in common and all of that, but there was kissing before even we could conclude on the data, and that distorted the whole process, you know. And because ladies are emotional and all of that, and I didn't want to look like a player, it was hard for me to say, I think I can't not be that guy for you.
That's the problem with Brad.
Yes, I couldn't break her heart now. And it seemed like I was stringing her along. And she was so into it that we started planning our future together. And it was I could tell, it was very hurtful for her and stuff.
What actually, let me tell you, tell the story.
No, it's my story.
What actually happened is, this guy was collecting data, right, with this lady. And then he found out that he's not interested, but he was afraid of hurting the lady, and there was already kissing involved.
Look, we were great friends. And I realized that we're great as friends, and I love this person as a friend, but I couldn't see us past friendship and dating. But
you couldn't tell her that
somewhere in the friendship there was kissing, and that actually is a thing that literally.
But as a friend, you should have said, friend, I don't like you. Because, guys, you know what happened? Like,
I would be labeled a player.
He was collecting data.
We were collecting data.
Right?
On each other.
And then he was not interested anymore. He did not communicate that he was not interested, because they didn't communicate the deadline. Or by the way, January, you're going to tell me. Let's say it's December now, or June now. January next year, you're going to tell me if you're interested or not. But it's not good, love.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like, you're making me sound all grim and evil, and I'm heartbroken now. And I feel like I want to go and say sorry.
No, you are
the perfect.
You're the perfect example.
Time. Yes, I am.
Don't kiss no guy before he says you're my girlfriend officially.
Of course.
Don't kiss them, because sometimes there are too much of good people to tell you that they're not interested. So you just see by the actions that, oh, he's not interested. But the problem is you're already attached because you've already kissed him.
But
you know?
I feel like it's my story. Can I just explain myself?
No, I've explained.
No. No, like, on a serious note, guys, the thing is, please don't give the benefits of dating and the benefits of marriage in this stage.
Yeah.
No.
Let's not even talk about sex.
Not.
Dating or no dating.
No.
It's only for marriage. We'll talk about it in the next
video.
But yeah, no sex, no kissing.
But the bottom line is, don't rush the benefits. Don't give the benefits, because that will just distort things, and it will make you get heartbroken and get attached. And before you know it, if he says, I don't like what I'm seeing, or you're a great person, but I feel like we won't move together, or we're not moving in the same direction, then you will be heartbroken, because already you have given a portion of yourself.
I would say, maybe friends. It's good if you can say, hi friend, there's this guy and this guy, but avoid introducing a potential date or potential partner to your family, because they might fall in love with the person while you haven't, or while the person hasn't fallen in love with you. So also avoid introducing the people that you love to your family. Maybe siblings and friends, it's fine, but parents, guys, no.
So no pet names, no holding hands. No, pet names are very sweet. You'll be like, oh, but you used to call me Munchkin. No pet names.
Yeah.
No holding hands. No shaber shaking.
Yeah, you can call me dear.
No
dear.
kissing. You used to call me dear. I hated that, because you were calling everybody else dear, but I wanted to be special.
We're collecting data, so I had to call you dear until you officially make me your girl.
No, which is, copy that. That's good. And no sleepovers, please. No sleepovers. So boundaries need to be defined in this stage, so your data collection is not distorted.
Yeah. And the last point, guys, is don't get too attached. If you do the first 4 points well, especially the third one where you don't do the benefits, it will be very easy for you not to get attached. Of course, we're not saying that don't like the person, dislike the person, but we're saying that don't imagine a future like marriage and serious things with that person before you actually know who they are. Spend time in collecting information and getting to know a person before you commit.
That's why this stage cannot be too long. If you go back to our first point, define the timeline and the deadline. It's important that this is within a reasonable limit. It's within a reasonable schedule of time. It might be a month where before you guys decide whether you're going out or not. Understand? But you cannot get too attached. Talking like for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours every day. It's fine, talk. It's fine, text and all of those kind of things, so you get to know each other. But the problem is, more especially ladies, because I'm talking concerning ladies, you collect data and then you don't like what you see and you back off a bit, and then before you know it, at church you're called, oh, brother is a heartbreak, and like, hey man, I just didn't like what I was getting. Actually, she was the last one who went like, no, it's fine, don't ever call me again. But now you are called a heartbreak and you're like, oh, okay.
My favorite preacher, my Todd, he once taught this series on relationship goals. You should check it out, guys.
Yeah, it's good.
He was talking about how huge companies take hiring people seriously.
Yeah.
That if you're going to work for a big company, they go through a process, like a serious process. And he was saying that how much more a human being, how much more your destiny, how much more your life. So this whole process that we're saying, that how to avoid getting your heart broken before committing into a relationship, is very important. You can't just rush into a relationship with a person or kiss a person that you don't even have no idea who they are. If a company, just a company, an organization that can shut down anytime, any day, goes through a process of screening and getting to know a person just to hire, someone that's going to be there 8 to 5, how much more of hard work and information should you collect for someone that you can potentially spend the rest of your life with? We realize that a lot of people, even us, we had our hearts broken because we got attached and we were in love before the love happened.
Okay, love yourself enough to walk away. It might hurt a bit if you really like the person too much, and stuff, but it's easier to get over it rather than you being stringed along for longer, for months, and before you know it, you get married.
If you have to change yourself, if you have to change who you are for a guy to love you, then that's not where you're supposed to be. Leave. If you have to change yourself for a person to love you, that's your exit point. That's where you're done.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away.
We've come to the end, guys. We've come to the end, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and click on the bell for notifications so you can be notified when we release new videos. Wow, that was good, eh? That was flowing.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much. Watch out for the next episode, which will be...
I forgot. What is it?
I forgot as well. Thank you guys. See you next time.